From breaking someone's ankles, over literally spitting on your opponent, to cheating on your teammate's wife. These are the 15 most disrespectful moments in NBA history. And at number 15, James Harden crosses up Wesley Johnson and completely humiliates him. Now, we know that Harden can be questionable sometimes, for his fashion choices, for hitting himself with the ball, or for falling asleep mid-game. But when it comes to ball handling, this man knows what he is doing. Step back threes, between the leg dribbles, or crossovers. Harden has it all. But in this one, he went a bit too far. Come on, man. He could have just shot the three. But the stare down after Johnson is on the ground just adds insult to injury. But the next one is even more disrespectful. Because during a regular season contest, Chris Paul with the Rockets and Rondo of the Lakers were in a closely contested game. With the Rockets winning 109-108 with 4 minutes to play in the fourth, emotions were already high. On a dead ball, one member of the Lakers and Carmelo Anthony start to chatter, while Rondo and Paul begin to exchange a few words. The two get up close and Rondo slyly spits and it lands on Paul's face. Paul retaliates with a shove, while Rondo lands a punch to his face. The two almost transferred to UFC in this one. Talking about fighting, number 13 can be seen as murder, because what DeAndre Jordan did to Brandon Knight has disrespect written all over it. Kudos to Knight for contesting the savagery, but he'd have been better served fleeing the scene. DeAndre Jordan damn near erased him from existence. It also came close to ending Clippers head coach Vinny Del Negro, who needed to prevent Griffin from rushing the court and informing Knight that his Wikipedia page was about to undergo a bunch of inaccurate updates. Now, most of the time these brutal dunks come from tall players, and it's pretty clear why. They weigh more, they have more power, and they simply have an easier time reaching the rim. Therefore, being blocked by someone like Dikembe Mutombo wouldn't be any special. But what if you get blocked by a smaller guy? We all know Yao Ming, right? He's 7'6", and you might know Nate Robinson. He's 5'9". So for our next clip, I just let the video do the talking.
He didn't get it that time. McGrady bumps.
You ever get blocked by a guy almost 2 feet shorter than you? That's what I call disrespectful. So if you want to avoid that, you better subscribe to this channel. It would help me out a lot. But now we have to get back. Because at number 11, Draymond Green got at someone's family. With the Warriors and Thunder battling in the conference finals of Game 3, Golden State Warriors forward Draymond Green took a lot of flack for this incident. From what it appears, Green is going up for a shot with Adams defending him in the paint. Green's leg raises a tad too high.
Green putting a move on Adams, and he is fouled. And down goes Adams once again.
Come on, Draymond, that was dirty.
And so for that, I apologize to his mother and his father.
But not as dirty as our next one, because in this clip, Marcus Morris caused a fight by taunting his opponent.
In the Cleveland games, James throws it up, ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Morris.
What an outstanding play.
Oh, and Nance pushes Morris. Morris goes back. They have to be separated.
What do you think about the stare down? Should Morris have done this or just let it go? In any case, it was damn disrespectful. Now, at number 9, shit really starts to hit the fan. Because the next move cost LeBron James a whole championship. Because in 2011, when LeBron joined the Heat, he got a bit overconfident. When they faced the Mavericks in the finals, their leader Dirk Nowitzki caught the flu. And instead of respecting it, Dwayne Wade and LeBron made fun of it.
I think I'm safe.
Unfortunately, this didn't end too well, because Dirk played even harder afterwards and ultimately defeated the Heat. But in the very next year, things went vice versa. LeBron had joined the best team in the league and still couldn't win. Jason Terry later addressed this topic and said that he isn't scared or impressed by the Heat or LeBron. And later on, the King made him regret his statement.
From behind takes it away.
LeBron really showed no mercy in this one. But it gets even more disrespectful at number 7, because Blake Griffin didn't dunk on his defender once, but twice in a single game. And yeah, Blake really lost some of his dominance in the last years, but back then he seemed unstoppable. And on top of that, his defender in this one happened to be 7-foot Paul Gasol. But Griffin didn't care. He fearlessly put him to the ground.
Left wide open. Griffin! Oh, wow! Incredible rebound, put back. Calls for the screen. Two-man game. Blake Griffin explodes on Gasol.
I bet Paul didn't like that one bit. Now most of the times, disrespect is shown on the court, but sometimes it goes beyond that. Just like with KD and Russ. When Russell Westbrook joined the Thunder, he formed a dynamic duo with Kevin Durant. The two played outstanding together and furthermore, they developed a close friendship. But things changed when KD switched teams. He was done with OKC and joined the Warriors. The problem was that he didn't tell Russ and he found out on Twitter. This damaged their relationship hardly and their mutual disdain grew bigger and bigger. In the end, the two were rather enemies than friends. What do you say? Can this be called a disrespectful moment? Anyways, we have to move on, because we still have 5 more moments to go. If you enjoyed this video so far, I would be pleased if you could like and subscribe. But now we have to talk about Dikembe Mutombo, because this guy is also a 7-foot giant. And back in his day, he made his presence felt by constantly blocking shots and hitting opponents with the iconic finger wag. But there was one time where he talked to the wrong person.
You haven't got me yet.
Well, Mutombo questioned Jordan, and as we all know, is this not a smart move? And without Dikembe knowing, his destiny was already written in stone. Because later on, Jordan dunked on him. But not only that, he disrespected him by giving him a taste of his own medicine, the signature finger wag.
MJ. Oh, he did it! Oh, Michael shakes the finger, but he finally got his...
Now in all respect to Mutombo, he should have known that this one was coming. And at number 4, we have another prime example of poking the wrong bear.
I poke bears.
Dillon Brooks is the villain of the modern NBA. He talks trash to everyone, even though he doesn't perform. This backfired hard. It even made the Grizzlies want him to leave the team. But the worst moment was in the 2023 NBA playoffs. The Grizzlies played against the Lakers and Brooks decided to shoot at LeBron James. He called him old and unable to perform. He constantly mocked him throughout games. And guess what happened? The Lakers won the series and one of the most deserved disrespect took place.
Weathering the storm of the emotion, the energy, and the crowd.
AD got a beautiful block on Dillon and he and LeBron both taunted him. My man Brooks even got fined 50 grand because he didn't talk to the media after that. That guy was humiliated. Alright, now that we reached the top 3, things are about to get wild. But is it just me or is it getting cold in here? Because next up we have to talk about Damian Lillard. Now that guy is the definition of a cold killer. And in this one, Portland was tied with OKC at 115-115. With under 6 seconds to play in the first round of the 2019 playoffs. With Portland leading the series 3-1, All-Star guard Damian Lillard had a chance to end the series with one last shot. Without offensive selection Paul George on him, Lillard was backed up near the logo as he dribbled out the clock. With 3 seconds left, Lillard pulled up with an outstretched hand by George and nailed the game winner.
Lillard, long-range three. It's good! At the buzzer! Damian Lillard!
Game time. Did you see his face? That disrespect was on another level. Now at number 2 we have to talk about Stephen Curry, because he predicted the future. Curry is such a cold-blooded killer when it comes to scoring that he knew exactly what was going to happen with the ball when he releases his shot. In this case against the Nuggets, Curry's shot floated into the air and Curry turned his back and talked to the bench as his bullet drained into the basket.
Jack gives it to Landry. Curry. Up fake slide.
Now to round this one up, our number 1 is one of the most disrespectful dunks in NBA history. And again, I just let Scottie Pippen do the talking.
Myers for Pippen. Whoa, a great goal.
This was one of the most jaw-dropping dunks of the 1990s. On a fast break, Pippen took a lob pass and threw the dunk down like nobody was around. Pippen proceeded to land in front of Patrick Ewing's body and straddle him. Ewing did not appreciate this one bit. After the dunk, Pippen even taunted Spike Lee. It can't get any more disrespectful than that. Or can it? Maybe you should check out this video about the nastiest crossovers in NBA history and judge for yourself. Seriously, if you hit crossovers like that, you might as well tattoo the word disrespect on your forearm. Check out the video if you like, because this one is over. Come on, I'll see you there.